This is an iTalk 1067 Sports exclusive. Local sports are on iTalk 1067 and online at iTalk1067.com. Local sports is presented by Sholo Ford.
The 40, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown Cougars. Kicks it out for Reisdorf. Reisdorf got the three.
Fastball grounded to third. Backhanded fair ball thrown home.
It's a fair ball. No one covering third and scooting over. Oh, that's Casey Kelly blocked by Greatness.
Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Native Grill and Wings, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. And now, local sports on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com. Presented by Sholo Ford.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Blue Ridge High School. Camden Smith, Mike Side, with a couple of new faces on the iTalk broadcast. We've got Tammy Ellsworth, former coach of the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, and we have Devry Carlson on the call here tonight as we get set for volleyball action here live from Blue Ridge. The Jackets are hosting the Snowflake Lobos tonight. The Lobos come into the contest, the number 4 team in the state of Arizona, and the Jackets are looking for a playoff berth here tonight. They are sitting on the outside looking in, trying to make that 16-team tournament. They are at number 17 as we head into tonight's contest, even after they made a big win against Payson earlier in the week. They are desperate for a win here tonight, but it could be very difficult for them. As we go to our Ace Hardware keys to the game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Now with a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car or just need a key made for your home, their mobile unit will come to you. That's the Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. And Tammy, these two teams are no strangers to each other. This is a rivalry game. The last time these two teams met up, it was lights out for Snowflake. What are the keys, in your opinion, between these two teams?
You know, one of the keys anytime you meet up with a strong rival is going to be who can play a mentally tough game. For Snowflake, it's going to be them coming in prepared, not taking anything for granted after the big win that they got last time they saw each other. For Blue Ridge, it's going to be getting past that big loss and coming in and getting it together and playing the kind of game that they played Tuesday night against Payson so that they can get this win.
Devry, your thoughts on this game? Obviously, Snowflake looks like the team to beat here tonight. You look at their hitting. A lot of times, if you're a Blue Ridge player and you watch their warm-ups, there can be a little bit of a pucker factor when you watch these big hitters come up and make some of those crushing hits.
Yeah. Blue Ridge is going to have to come into a tough game. As long as if they can get their passes in, then they'll be pretty good.
Talked to Coach Ramage before this one got started, and he was talking about this game has a lot to do with what's in between the ears, and he was talking about his kids, but Coach Clary's going to probably agree with that here tonight as well. It's really what's in between your ears. Do you believe you can win this game or not?
You know, you talked about the rivalry between Blue Ridge and Snowflake, and there is a long history. You know, Blue Ridge and Snowflake have been the two dominant teams in the region for a lot of years. And so you come in just knowing that there's that expectation that it's going to be a really tough game and you want to play your best. And sometimes when you want to play your best, you psych yourself out a little bit and do anything but that. So this is about them going past that and really going out and playing the kind of volleyball they're capable of playing tonight.
Time now for our Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. Don't forget, at Summit Regional Medical Center, they've got a fully staffed emergency department, advanced diagnostic department, and outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy teams. Everything your athlete needs to get back into the game. Summit Regional Medical Center. A couple of injuries to talk about. Nothing really that's going to play a factor tonight, Tammy. The freshman middle for Blue Ridge, Kira Smith, with an ankle injury about 3 weeks ago. And then Snowflake's injury, Alyssa Brinkerhoff. You've coached, you know what injuries can do to a team. What are your thoughts on those two injuries?
You know, a couple of ankles, it's not really too bad. They should, as long as they're both on the healing side of that, they might be a little bit tentative, but the adrenaline gets going and you don't even usually feel that during a game. It's the big ones like the knees or the shoulders that you get worried about because they're going to take you out and lose playing time. So it sounds like both teams are in pretty good shape tonight, ready to field their real team.
That's your Summit Regional Medical Center injury report, brought to you by Summit Healthcare. Don't forget, they've got a fully staffed advanced diagnostic department and outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy teams. Everything your athlete to get back into the game. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back with our starting lineups, the national anthem, and then we get underway with high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Sunrise Park Resort is open more days this summer and 7 days a week during July and August. New this summer is the Sunrise Zipline Tour. 6 lines of fast, zipping fun. Bring the family for scenic lift rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, a tube slide, airbag jump, climbing wall, and archery target. Stay at the Sunrise Hotel or rent a motorboat or kayak at the Sunrise Lake Marina. Visit the general store for all your camping and fishing supplies. For specific days of operation, call 735-7669 or go to sunriseskipark.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Welcome back here to Blue Ridge High School. Camden Smith, Mike Side with Tammy Ellsworth and Devery Carlson as we break down the PowerPoint to try to make sense of things. PowerPoint-wise, Snowflake sitting 4 tonight. They've lost 2 games to Payson, who's sitting 8. And so for the casual viewer out there looking at the PowerPoints, they might say, how could a team that has beaten Snowflake twice be seated at 8 instead of ahead of them, which would be at 3, 2, or 1?
You know, I think you said it well when you said trying to understand the PowerPoints. I don't think any of us understand these PowerPoints. You have to look at the overall record, but you will quite often see a team that has a better record that's pretty far down in the PowerPoints, and it comes to how tough the teams are that they're playing. So if you've got a harder schedule, then more losses, you'll still be up higher. So Payson, sitting at 11-5 right now, is down below Snowflake, who's 13-3. So those head-to-head losses don't really matter. It's the overall record that they're looking at.
Well, and one of the things that you'll notice if you take a look at Payson's record, their 5 losses on the season come from pretty good teams. So A lot of things that are kind of surprising. I think the Longhorns may have a little bit of a reason to complain about where they're sitting PowerPoints-wise. However, at the end of tonight, they're going to end up being the conference champions because they are sitting 8-1. Snowflake 7-2. Blue Ridge is 7-2 in conference play. And so the reality is, as long as Payson beats Holbrook tonight, they end with the conference championship and they get a first round guaranteed in the first round of the state playoffs. And that's really where they're going to be.
I think that's well deserved for them. I've watched them play a few times this year, and they have a really strong team. They're a very young team, but they've done some really good things and played some really great volleyball, and they've earned that position in this conference.
They got a very powerful middle and certainly some good volleyball coming out of the Payson Longhorn camp. We'll step away. It is the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets hosting the Snowflake Lady Lobos here tonight in high school volleyball, presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School, home of the Yellow Jackets, and hosting tonight the Snowflake Lady Lobos. And we are just about set for high school volleyball here. And going to take a look at the both teams and get set for the starting lineups here. And Mike Granillo has got the starting lineups. The JV coach here at Blue Ridge High School has our starting lineups for us here tonight. So we'll await the starting lineups here as they get set with their public address system. And we'll go to Mike Granillo now.
High School for tonight's varsity volleyball contest between the visiting Snowflake Lady Lobos and your Blue Ridge Lady Jackets. We will start by announcing the lineups for the visiting Lobos. First, the non-starters. Number 2, Chandler Johnson. Number 4, Lauren Hunt. Number 5, Mandy Stewart. Number 6, Janessa Elkins. Number 7, Madison Chapman. Number 9, Rachel Peterson. And number 12, Alyssa Brinkerhoff. And now the starters for the Lady Lobos. Number 1, Caitlin Papa. Number 8, Ellie Flake. Number 10, Shanae Stratton. Number 11, Talitha Binney. Number 14, Hallie Bauer. And number 15, Erin Willis. The libero for the Lady Lobos tonight, Michaela Ramage. And now for your Lady Yellow Jackets. First, the non-starters, number 2, Monica York-Smith. Number 5, Amber Grothy. And number 9, Ellie Burgess. And now for the starters, number 1, Shelly Newman. Number 4, Raquel Jackson. Number 6, Olivia Smith. Number 7, Cassidy Suprick. Number 13, Kiera Smith. And number 8, Marley London. And the libero for the Jackets tonight, number 3, Sage Gillespie. And now, if you would, please.
And there's your starting lineups for tonight. As the players get set to honor America and the singing of our national anthem, we'll step away back with our opening of this game here live from Blue Ridge High School. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk1067.com.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
That is how it's done. It's the first time we've had a live national anthem here, and wow, that was pretty good.
That was good.
I think, Devery, you got lips like that? Can you do that on the trumpet?
No. Not a very musical person.
That was fantastic, and gotta love the live national anthem as we get set for play here. Both teams making it their way out onto the court. And we'll shake hands and we'll get this game underway. Snowflake's got to be excited about their position, pretty much guaranteed a spot in the state playoffs. Now they're just playing for ranking and positioning in the playoffs, and obviously huge advantage ending up in the top 6. But right now they don't really have a shot of that because Payson's going to take over that one with the conference championship win.
Yep.
So the Payson Longhorns will go the top seed from this section, the East region. And right now it's the Yellow Jackets who are outside looking in and looking for a win here tonight over the Lobos to get a chance to get into the state tournament. So a huge game here tonight. Deborah, you talked about the impact of a big crowd. It looks like we have a big one here tonight.
Yes, Blue Ridge even brought their band. So.
Which is unusual for a volleyball game. We haven't seen the band here all year.
Yes, momentum is going to be key in the game, definitely. So if the crowd gets involved, then it's going to be a lot more of a game.
Set to serve is Hallie Bauer for Snowflake. And we want to thank our crew, our TV crew here tonight from Sholo High School, part of the White Mountain Youth Productions team. And the first hit of the game is knocked out of bounds. Marley London on the kill. London doing a terrific job elevating and getting that hit off.
Marley is such an athletic girl, just an athletic player, so she's capable of doing some really good things.
Olivia Smith with a kill, and Blue Ridge all of a sudden up 2-0. We talked about momentum. Yellow Jackets getting their momentum going.
You've been there.
Trying to get his team to intensify.
iTalk 102.
Offensive opportunity here for the Lobos, and they score a point. sometimes it seems like those hits that go a little slower are difficult to play. They just seem to take the defense off guard.
Well, you get back on your heels for that big hit to come, and then they give you the off-speed one, and it's hard to get your feet moving towards it.
And so the reality is they ought to stay on their toes the whole time, right?
You really should, ideally, yes.
Service here for Snowflake. And Olivia Smith tries one that's out. And all of a sudden we're tied at 2 as these two teams off to a pretty good start here. And one of the top servers on the Snowflake team behind the line, Shawnee Stratton. And we get a rotation violation called on the Yellow Jackets. I think that's the first time this year that they've been whistled for that. So a rare miscue on their point, giving away an unforced error and giving away a point here to Snowflake as Stratton serves, and we get another rotation violation. And Blue Ridge really confused on their side of things. They've given up 2 points now. Stratton again on the serve. Pass goes into the net and sets up the top hitter in the state, Erin Willis.
She is fun to watch. She gets up on top of that ball and puts it down very hard every time, and don't give her an overpass because she's going to put it down in front of the 10-foot line.
5-2 ball game, short serve and an ace for Stratton. And that's how you take a crowd out of a game right there, is come up with 6 unanswered. Stratton, nice pass, and Marley London, a back row attack there. And a point for the Jackets. 6-3 ball game. If you just joined us, this is high school volleyball presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 1067.com as Olivia Smith serves for the Jackets now. And Willis is blocked by the freshman Kiera Smith. And Snowflake can't recover, and it's 6-4. Blue Ridge rallied in their game against Payson to get a win in 5 sets on Tuesday, coming off that big win. And Willis hammers it down. So that's the type of hit, Devery, that makes you just want to rock back on your heels and find a place to hide.
No.
It makes me feel that way.
No, you don't see very many high school players, especially up in our region, that hit with that kind of power. She's a very strong hitter.
Tremendous velocity, and there a shot by Marley London. And it's a 2-point ball game as we see a couple of subs checking into the Snowflake lineup here for the first time tonight is Mandy Stewart. And Raquel Jackson in for the Lady Jackets. And nice hit by Willis, but an even better dig. And Monica York-Smith with a point for the Jackets. Tremendous play offensively to start this game for really both of these teams.
I think we're having a little discussion about the lineup right now.
Coach Clary, probably this goes back to those 2 violations on the rotations, and see if we can hear anything. Coach Clary not happy with where they have the rotation set.
She's not agreeing that they were out of alignment when they were called out of alignment.
This could really change things for the Jackets. If
2 points makes a difference, whether it comes at the beginning of the game or in the last few points. It doesn't matter. Every point counts. So you got to fight for those a little bit when you feel like you didn't get what you deserved.
Jackets with another point here. We're tied at 7 as London gets set to serve for Blue Ridge. Set by the pass by the libero is a good one, and that slow hit across the net fools the defense of the Jackets again, and Snowflake goes up on top, and Willis set to serve. The 5'11" junior will end up with a service point.
that pass a little too tight for Shelly Newman to be able to do anything with.
Willis again. Nine-7 ball game. Snowflake with the lead, and Willis hits it long, but Shelly Newman goes for it in the back row, and it caroms off the back wall for another Snowflake Lobo point.
I think that was Hallie Bauer, number 14, that hit that one.
Excuse me, yes, it was Bauer. Bauer in the front row at the middle for Willis, with Willis back serving. And Snowflake with a bit of a rally and a run here, up 11-7 in this first of 5 games here from Blue Ridge High School. Willis, good serve, pass goes into the net, forces Shelly Newman tight to the net, and she can't get the setup.
She serves as tough as she hits.
And that's so difficult if you don't get the pass to get your offense going, if you have trouble with that first pass.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how talented your team is in other areas. If you can't pass the ball, you're not going to be able to compete very well.
Another tough pass, and Newman setting a short. I don't know if it was a miscommunication or not. Kira Smith missing it, but we get timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 13-7, Snowflake leads in game number 1, or set number 1. This is High School Volleyball presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk1067.com. High School, and we want to mention some of our sponsors here tonight. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass bringing you tonight's serves, as Willis has been up there for a while. Set to Monica York-Smith here as the Lobos lead it 13-7. And this one's going to sail long on the outside hitter, Ellie Flake. 13-8. Jackets dig a bit of a hole. And a service error. Coach Clary talked about minimizing mistakes tonight being a big key for them. And we see the first service error of the night for the Yellow Jackets. And those are tough to give up those unforced errors.
You know, I think that's one of the things that is the downside of going to rally score. Instead of the old side-out scoring the way it used to be, it really took away your ability to have any errors. Every error that you commit gets a point for the other team.
And
so
there's Shelly Newman with the point. Got the left hand over, and that's one of the advantages of having a left-handed setter. She has just that extra option there, and it forces teams to play defense on her as we get another service error from the Yellow Jackets. This one sailing just long on the serve. And a 16-9 ball game. Snowflake leading by 7 here in the opening set. Newman setting Olivia Smith at the line, and we get a net violation called. She picked out, she say 6? I don't think Elkins is in right now.
No, Elkins isn't in right now.
What'd she call that?
I think that was on 14.
Okay. Ooh, a nice block. Newman and Smith combine on a block at the net. With an attempted block. Jackets get it up, and Newman with a pretty good hit over. Nice pass, though, to set up their middle, Hallie Bauer. And we got a great little rally going here. And this one's going to sail into the crowd. And Snowflake continues offensively. Talked to Coach Ramage about the Snowflake philosophy, and he really likes to let his team have fun in the off season. He holds practices and really preaches that wants him to stay loose and have a good time. A back spike there by Olivia Smith is dug easily. This one a tight set but handled well. And we get a lift called. And I struggle with that call, Tammy. Can you educate me a little bit?
You have to look at the length of time that they have contact on the ball. So on that one, for instance, the official felt that she held on to that ball for too long as she came underneath it and pushed it up and over. So it's very much a judgment call, and one of the things you have to realize is that as spectators, we have a very different view than the official has standing up there on the stand.
Absolutely.
But you also have a split second to make that decision, and so you just do the best that you can and go with it.
Stratton to serve here. And Smith bangs one off the Snowflake block and in. Or I should say, ball goes out on the Snowflake side. I want to remind you, tonight's contest brought to you by Black Diamond Auto Glass. As the Jackets get a score, 18-12 ball game. And Willis back in the middle, makes her presence known. Take a look at Willis on the season. She's just had a terrific year so far, and Coach Ramage says, you know, she is one of the most humble players you'll ever meet. As Kara Smith hammers down one for the Jackets.
Yes, her family is very humble as well. She grew up in a volleyball home, so been around it a while.
She's had 251 kills coming into tonight's contest, and Coach Ramage said he's a little behind on his stats. She's probably got quite a bit more than that. She leads the state in hitting percentage for all conferences. To give you an idea, that's all divisions, all conferences. She is the top hitter in the state, and you get a chance to watch her here tonight.
And that hitting percentage gives you an idea of how consistent she is also, because any of her errors would hurt that number. So she is a very strong and a very consistent hitter.
So we are having a conversation.
Ready?
Not sure about what here at the scorers table, but the officials now set to go as Marley London will serve for the Jackets. And this one gets into the net. There's a attempt that time by Ellie Flake, just not quite there. And they give it right back to Flake, and Smith with a block.
Now you've got a double freshman block up there. That's pretty impressive.
Absolutely, and Smith hammers it down. And that's one of the challenges. Both of these teams young, but you look at the Yellow Jacket team, and you've got, I think Coach Clare is saying 2/3 of their hitters are underclassmen. So. And York Smith just wide.
Called that one out.
20-14. And set to serve again for the Snowflake Lobos is Erin Willis, who had that big run earlier. And a great hit here, but the Lobos able to get it. Ellie Burgess got a good one, and that perhaps a freshman mistake, hitting into the block that time. Burgess hammers one down. Nice play though by the Lobos. And another kill here, scored by Snowflake's Ellie Flake, the 5'10" senior. And that'll force a timeout. We take it with them. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 1067.com.
Sunrise Park Resort is open more days this summer and 7 days a week during July and August. New this summer is the Sunrise Zipline Tour. 6 lines of fast, zipping fun. Bring the family for scenic lift rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, a tube slide, airbag jump, climbing wall, and archery targets. Stay at the Sunrise Hotel or rent a motorboat or kayak at the Sunrise Lake Marina. Visit the general store for all your camping and fishing supplies. For specific days of operation, call 735-7669 or go to sunriseskipark.com.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. High school volleyball tonight as we take a look at part of our White Mountain Youth production crew here. We'll remind you that after the game, head over to Native Grill and Wings, the best wings on the mountain. For the day we were there, we had the California Cluck, absolutely wonderful sandwich, grilled chicken, along with bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, and avocado. That's the Native Grill and Wings. And Kara Smith gets a kill right into the scorer's table.
You know, I've been watching her for a year now, and I can really see that she's getting her timing going. She and Newman have a great connection there, and she's really starting to put some power onto those hits.
Service error again. It's Blue Ridge struggled with that against Pace, and the fortunate thing that they had going for them against Payson is Payson kind of returned some of those errors. But Cassidy Suprick now with her second service error of the night, and put Snowflake in a good position to win this game here, or win this set, I should say. And a tough set for Kara Smith. She tries to hit it over, but doesn't get it there. And game point for Snowflake. And York Smith pounds one down, and we get a net violation against Snowflake. And so statistically, what happens there, ladies? Is that count as a kill, or does it count as a violation?
It would, you know, I never know how to count those things. I guess it depended on who was keeping the stats.
And this one comes out on the block as Shelly Newman looked like she had the block for a moment, but it hits the pole on the near side. We'll step away, back with set number 2 as Snowflake takes the first one, 25-16. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School, and our volleyball game of the week here tonight is the Lady Lobos and the Lady Jackets come out for set number 2. The Jackets lose 25-14 in the first set, or 16 I should say, and keys to this second set, Tammy?
I think Blue Ridge needs to concentrate on taking their time and making good serves. I believe they had maybe 5 missed serves in that first set, and not only are you scoring a point that goes for the other team, but you're also taking away the ability for your team to get on a run and get some points scored. So I think if they are more consistent with their serving, they're going to see a better score this game.
Yeah, you just don't get opportunities if you don't get the ball over. And you were talking, Devery, about the passing in the first.
Yes, a lot of their passes are right on the net. Makes it hard for Newman to get them out and get a good hit. So you don't really have an offense on that. But Snowflake really does have really good serving. So
Yeah,
they have to sit back on it.
Yeah, you look at serving statistically for Snowflake, and they've always been good servers. They've worked really hard in recent years on both defense and serving. You can see that paying dividends here tonight.
Well, and one of the things that you'll see if you look at the bench is quite often you'll see a coach hiding their hand behind the clipboard showing some numbers, and they're calling out the zone that their server should be serving to. So they'll track the stats for the other team and see who's struggling with their passing, and then they'll have their servers serving at that player who's having a hard time passing the ball tonight. Yes.
Ooh, nice up. Good attempt that time on a terrific hit for the Snowflake Lady Lobos.
But also going back to where you were saying that Snowflake works on passing and serving all the time, is they play all summer long. Every day of the week they're in there in an open gym just working on it, just having fun.
That really builds the chemistry.
Oh yeah, all ages, so it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, they've got a great program at Snowflake. Coach Ramage talked to us about how they like to get kids interested even in 4th grade over there with their city leagues that happen. And by the time they're in junior high, they're running the same program, the same rotations. And you know, that is huge when you bring a kid up from, by the time they're a senior, they've had 6 years of their offensive and defensive rotations. And that's just really a big advantage.
It really is. You know, it says a lot for a coach who's willing to put in that kind of time to a program when you're really only getting paid a small amount for the season that you're working. That's all on you, just working to develop the program. So good job for him on doing that. Really working year round, and like you mentioned, only getting paid for 3 months. And really not a lot of pay for 3 months for the time that you put in even in season. Snowflake coming out quick in this game, up 6-2. Go ahead, Tammy. That's all right. I was just going to say that payoff comes at state tournament time when you're making it to the tournament. That's where the reward really comes for those coaches. Olivia Smith and a great keel. Oh, excuse me, they give the point. Oh, they do. They give the kill to Snowflake as Erin Willis gets another one down. She was just right up over the top of that block. Tremendous elevation out of Willis. Stratton to serve. Good pass here, and that sets up a decent offensive try as Burgess tries to get the hit down, and that one in. I think Snowflake thought it was going to go out. They let it fall, and a easy point for the Jackets here. Marley London set to serve for Blue Ridge. And another, that was a return. That hit the same spot the last one did. Wow. And I missed who digged it. Was that? I think it was Sage. Sage Gillespie credited with the point. And then another service error.
One of those Ace Hardware keys to the game at the beginning of the broadcast that we talked about was to eliminate those errors tonight. As Bird just hits one long, she just got a little underneath that one. That ball was a little too far behind her, it looked like.
You know, and a lot of those errors are a sign of youth and inexperience and nerves and all of those things. They just have to get themselves together a little bit and play more consistently.
York Smith gets it over and sets up Willis. You know, when Snowflake gets those easy free balls across, they really get their offense cranky. And a timeout called. 11-4. Snowflake running away with this set. Up 1-0. We step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
To Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 1067. Don't forget, every day get a different 350 at as we see a replay here tonight. That play just prior to this one, or just prior to the timeout. So when you talk about this run that Snowflake's on, they already have one set under their belts, and they go on a big run to start this game. It really puts a team in a hole, and confidence level seems to slip as well.
You know, you almost need a big play to get the energy back up and get your confidence going and help pull you out of that. But Blue Ridge is really struggling right now to get the offense set up the way they'd like to.
Well, and we see another rotation error here tonight for the Yellow Jackets. That's the third violation tonight on rotations. They haven't had a single one all year. And we see 3 here tonight.
Some officials understand that rule better than others. And so I think when you have an official that does understand that, well, you're going to see that called more often.
Kira Smith with a block here. And a 12-5 ball game. Kira, by the way, leading the Yellow Jackets in blocking this year, coming into tonight's contest. And Cassidy Suprick set to serve for the Jackets. Gets this one over, and the block goes out of bounds. And so a kill awarded to Ellie Flake, the 5'10" senior, hammers it home. 13-5 Snowflake. It's set number 2. A back row hit for London. Bauer, nice hit, but great dig by London. Another good dig. Gillespie gets it over for the Jackets, and a free ball here for Snowflake. They try the tip, but Suprick is there. Monica York Smith puts it down. And a block by Kira Smith to win the point. 13-6 ball game. Sage Gillespie set to serve for the Yellow Jackets. And she gets a great serve and a free ball here for the Jackets, but Olivia Smith hits right into the block of Hallie Bauer, who goes high up in the air to block that one.
Olivia's passing that ball a little bit as she goes to hit, and she can't see where her hand's contacting as it's behind her head. Makes it easier to block and harder to hit around that block.
So it's just a matter of starting further back, or?
It's partly we would say not passing the ball or passing her setter. As she approaches, she's approaching in a little bit too tight. If she'd leave herself a little bit more space, she'd have more room to swing at that.
Seems like you see that a lot at this level. Is there a sense out of players that they feel like they have to
I think that
get
there
up
is.
close to the net or something?
You know, and that's one thing I've always appreciated about Snowflake and feel like they do very well, and that's part of the reason that you see them hitting the ball as hard as they do, because they give themselves more room. They keep the ball in front of them as they swing, and they're able to really put it away. So the players that you see that are contacting the ball behind them or tend to swing the balls out of bounds a lot, they're quite often passing the ball and hitting it back behind them, and it's just hard to put it down when you're contacting from behind you.
We get a scoreboard that's out. Here's Smith gets a kill. So the officials trying to reset the scoreboard. Oh, excuse me, they have one scoreboard out. The other one is working right now. So the scoreboard we see on the screen now is correct. 15-7, Snowflake. Works Smith with the serve, and a tremendous hit by Snowflake's Ellie Flake. That's another good hit for her, and you just see the elevation out of her as she gets up in the air. Tremendous athlete.
You know, Snowflake has so many options of strong hitters to go to. That's one of the things that makes them the strong team that they are, because there's just a number of choices of people to give the ball to that are going to put it away for you.
Sage Gillespie with the good pass, and Smith just not quite there on the hit, trying to push that past the block and hits it out of bounds. Marley London on the hit here. Bauer. Her hit dug by the Jackets as London gets off a big swing. Smith trying to dink it. It's an easy dig for Snowflake. Good little rally going here, and we get one hit in the net by Bauer. Jackets starting to feel a little bit of momentum as we get a substitution. Ellie Burge is going to check in for Suprick for the Yellow Jackets, and Shelly Newman gets set to serve. And hers just across the net. Good pass, though. And this one, a net, what they call there, Tammy?
They called a net violation, but I think there was a touch on that block also, so it could go for either of those calls.
So another kill awarded to Snowflake here as they go up 18-8.
The score feels closer than it is on the scoreboard to me. I feel like Blue Ridge is putting in a good effort.
Tip, but London's there for the Jackets. And London hammers one. But a great pass. And Snowflake right back at it. Smith trying to dunk it down, but doesn't get it done. And then Willis, a rare miscue at the net for her as she hits it into the net, and it's 18-9 Snowflake.
You know, sometimes when you're scrambling, the key is really just to keep that ball in play and give the other team an opportunity to make an error with it.
Smith to serve. And she gets an ace. Olivia Smith struggled a little bit against Payson on Tuesday night with her serving. She'll look to improve here tonight. And a block up front by London and Smith. This block is brought back up. And the Jackets.
Great defensive move though by Marley London.
And Willis, another miscue as she hits another one in the net. 18-11. The crowd's starting to get back in it here tonight. And Smith hits this one long. Smith will check out of the lineup. And checking in for the Snowflake Lobos is Lauren Hunt, the 5'10 senior. And Sage Gillespie backing up on that one, and the ball just dove down on her. That knuckleball serve, tough to
those
see.
floater serves are harder than the hard topspin ones that you see that look so impressive. Those are easy to pass. You just get underneath them and hold your arms there. But the floater serves that move and drop on you, those are really hard to read and get to.
You really got to keep your eyes on them. And Willis gets the point. Deborah, you mentioned the program that Snowflake has and the work that they've done with these kids. And when you were playing there, what was it like during summer camps and things like that?
Everything was very fun. We woke up every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. and went into the weight room, and Coach Hargrove, which is the JV coach, she had a workout plan for us, and then we worked out till 7, and then from 7 to 9 we played in the gym. Just had fun the whole time.
More on that when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk1067.com. Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Got to remind my two cohorts here on the broadcast tonight, Tammy Ellsworth and Devery Carlson, that we're going to be choosing our Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game tonight. So just start thinking about which hit stands out in your mind for that award. Also, our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, and our our Beeler Orthodontics straight line run of the game. Brought to you by Beeler's Orthodontics. Lift a smile, love your smile, Beeler Orthodontics. And we've seen a couple of runs by the Snowflake Lobos here tonight. Specifically, that run to start this game has put them in a great position here, up 23-11.
You know, when you start off with a big deficit that you have to try and fight your way back from, it's a hard job to try and get caught back up and get into that game.
Another keel here for Willis, and game point for Snowflake. And to serve game point, it is Stratton. Shawnee Stratton, the senior for Snowflake. Jump serve here.
Nice pass.
Miguel Jackson sets it up nicely and a good time for a dink as London hits it over the defense.
You know, that's a great example of what can happen with your offense when you get a good pass on serve receive, and that was a great pass by Raquel Jackson.
24-12. Marley London to serve now for Blue Ridge. And that set just a little too, I'm not sure if Willis was too far back or if the set was too close to the net.
They might have been trying to run kind of a fast set just past the middle, and it looked like she just couldn't get to it. She missed that one.
24-13. Blue Ridge trying to hang on here. Snowflake in game point. And Kira Smith gets a kill off the block of Willis. 24-14. Jackets down by 10. Got a long way to go here. London having some success with her serve, but this one sails out, and that's set number 2. Snowflake leads it 2-0. A step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk1067.com.
Sunrise Park Resort is open more days this summer and 7 days a week during July and August. New this summer is the Sunrise Zipline Tour. 6 lines of fast, zipping fun. Bring the family for scenic lift rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, a tube slide, airbag jump, climbing wall, and archery targets. Stay at the Sunrise Hotel or rent a motorboat or kayak at the Sunrise Lake Marina. Visit the general store for all your camping and fishing supplies. For specific days of operation, call 735-7669 or go to sunriseskipark.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Snowflake and Blue Ridge doing battle here. The Lobos up 2-0 over the Yellow Jackets. This game brought to you in part by Sunrise Park Resort. Don't forget, discount tickets available at Sunrise Park Resort. You have till the end of the month to book those. Go to sunriseskipark.com for detail. That's sunriseskipark.com. Ski for a discount at Sunrise this winter. Snowflake starting things off serving in this set. As we mentioned, up 2-0. And this one is touched. And a break that time for Snowflake. As Talitha Binney will be awarded the kill. And block credited there for the Jackets. Always unsure if it's the top tape or the block that actually rejects that ball.
Yeah, that can be another one that's a pretty hard judgment call to make.
Setting up their outside hitter to Snowflake. Winnie. And nice play for the Jackets here.
By Marley.
Marley London scoring for Blue Ridge, and they're up 2-1. Shelly Newman, service error. And so we talk about momentum and confidence in this game, and when you fall down, you mentioned if you give up 7 points at the beginning of the next game after you fall, or the beginning of the next set after you've fallen in the first set, how hard it is to come back. But now you've fallen 2 sets. If you're a Yellow Jacket, you've got to be really struggling to gain confidence here.
You know, a couple of things can happen. You can not come out and be able to do anything, but sometimes the team that's won those first 2 games tends to relax a little bit and feel like they've got it in the bag. So the third game is often a key game.
It's a great hit that time for Binney for the kill. 3-2 ball game here. Not impossible to come back down 2 sets, but certainly difficult to win 3 in a row, especially against this Snowflake club. Marley London hammers one, but a great block up front by Willis to kind of slow that one up and give Snowflake a chance, but then they hit it into the net. All tied at 3. Olivia Smith set to serve for Blue Ridge.
Nice
Nice serve. There's another one of those floaters we talked about. You can just see that ball as it's moving in the air before it gets to the passer.
Smith set again to serve.
Great pass.
Good pass, sets up Willis, but a great dig by Smith to just get that one up. And another free ball, and here comes the offense by Snowflake. Another hammer. Blue Ridge rallies to get it over. And Willis, this one wide. Boy, she wound up on that one and tries to hit it this side. I don't know what that is. Is that, tries to go to this line?
The right side. Towards.
Yeah, we'd call that a cut shot. She's trying to cut it back towards the setter.
Willis a little behind this one, but there's that slow hit that catches the back row of the Yellow Jackets off guard.
You know, nobody can do that better than the hitter that's most capable of slamming the ball the hardest. She's also the one that can get those little dinky kills too.
Almost, oh, they do miscue here. So an up by Jackson, but doesn't get the pass in the right spot, and Jackets struggle to get it over. Tie ball game at 5. Serving for Snowflake is Binney, and another great kill for Snowflake.
If you're a hitter, that's your favorite set in the game, the one that comes right over the net from the other side.
What do they call that?
An overpass.
Overpass?
Or a happy birthday.
Yes.
Another one. Happy birthday this time to Ellie Flake. Binney having a pretty good success with her serves.
Her serve is a little deceptive because it's that jump serve, but instead of swinging hard at it, she's taken a little bit off of it, and so it drops sooner than those passers are expecting.
Great block up front as Ellie Burgess and Kiera Smith combined to put that one back on the Snowflake side, and they're called for a, I believe that's called, what's that called, a carry?
Yes.
Yes.
7-6 ball game. Marley London to serve for the Jackets. Nice hit. Good swing that time by Ellie Flake. And when you played Devery, what was your favorite position?
I actually like the back row.
Did you?
Yes, I was a defensive specialist.
Smith gets one off. And putting her hands up to protect her face that time was Rachel Peterson.
You know, Smith is such a young player. I think as we see her develop, we're going to see that kind of a swing out of her more and more in the future.
Superick getting a little more confident with her serve here and gets this one over. Monica York-Smith has it blocked back. Nice block by Snowflake that time.
Great coverage, though.
Oh, big hit, big dig. But nobody's there to help out London.
You know, we talk about the talent and the fast swing of Willis, but Flake does an outstanding job as well.
Absolutely, that's showcased in that hit there. That was with a lot of authority on that hit. Smith hits this one long.
She's a little bit underneath that ball instead of on top of it.
And again, that's positioning. She needs to be back behind it just a little bit.
A little bit. That one might have been a little bit of a side arm swing instead of an on top and down arm swing.
10-7 Snowflake, and another great swing by Flake.
Up.
And Smith hits another one out. Unforced errors on the Yellow Jackets, and Snowflake going on a little run here. Reminder, we'll have our Beeler Orthodontics straight line run of the game at the end of this contest, and another great serve for Snowflake. This time it's Caitlin Papa, the 5'5" junior, with the honors. Snowflake. York Smith battling up top, and the battle is won by Snowflake's Chandler Johnson. They both go for the block, and the shorter Chandler Johnson able to come up with the win at the net. And Papa continues this service run. 13-7 ball game. Snowflake in front. Monica York Smith gets this one over, but nice dig by Snowflake. And a double hit as it looked like Kira Smith tried to go back. Sage Gillespie and Smith collide. And another miscue by Blue Ridge, and now a rare miscue by Papa as she serves this one out. 14-8. Snowflake, after looking like they were gonna let Blue Ridge back into this one, goes on a big run here to pull ahead. Nice hit. Chandler Johnson putting it down for Snowflake.
You know, I want to talk a minute about one of the less flashy positions on the team, and that's the libero, the girl who just plays the defense and moves around back there passing. I think Snowflake has a great libero in Michaela Ramage. She's moving everywhere. She's very consistent passing. She digs up the hits. She just does a really good job.
That's a huge key.
Yeah.
Passing is huge, so having a good libero is really good.
You talked about that, Devry, how the Jackets really needed to improve on that in this third game.
Yes. You can't have a kill without having a pass, so
there's
it's the first step.
Kill for Binney, another one for her. We saw a kill earlier by Olivia Smith. But the Jackets trailing in this one down by 7, 16-9. Power on the serve. And the Jackets get a back door.
Get some success with their slide there. Doesn't always have to be a hard hit, it has to be a well-placed hit. That'll get you a point too.
So what's that called when they go back door like that?
That's a slide, or most teams call the backside set a C.
(16-10), Snowflake with the lead. London hits this one in the net. Well, Coach Clary knew that in order for her team to win tonight, they were going to have to play with very limited mistakes. And so far tonight, they just haven't quite been there.
And Snowflake is such a consistent team. They don't give away a lot of points to you, so it puts the pressure on a little bit more to play that clean game.
There's that soft hit, and Olivia Smith, the benefactor there. As Flake trying to go up for the block along with Brinkerhoff, and falls on the Snowflake side of the net. Oh, wind it up and throw it down, Willis. And when she comes from about 10 feet back, 11 feet back, and starts running, approaching, you got to be.
You can tell it's going to be a hard hit before she even hits it, can't you?
Yeah, you've got to be pretty brave to stand up there and try to put a block on her. Now, Devry will disagree with me, but.
No, it's intimidating.
And we get a timeout here. We'll take it with them. Snowflake leading in set number 3, 19-11. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. The Lady Lobos looking for their looking to get out of here 3-0 as they're up 2-0. And ahead in this set, the third set, 19-11. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College. When it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. Benny to serve here for Snowflake. London on the hit for the Jackets. Stratton puts this one over. And Smith gets a kill. 19-12, Snowflake. And Peterson into the Snowflake lineup. York Smith comes in for the Yellow Jackets. Flake, another strong hit, will lead to a free ball here for Snowflake. And a carry, or a double hit called.
Double hit, so that means that she went up to set the ball, it hit one hand and then the other hand, so she gets called for the 2 contacts.
Marley London set to serve for the Yellow Jackets and serves it long. Again, another unforced error.
It's only their second miss this game, but they've had quite a number for the match, and so it's just disheartening when you keep missing.
Willis serving for Snowflake. Good up by Burgess, leads to a hit by Kiera Smith. And Ellie Burgess dinks one over. You know, Burgess is another one of those freshmen that just has a lot of athletic talent. Somehow she always finds her way around the ball, even on bad sets. She seems to be able to figure out a way to get it over.
You know, she's been putting in a lot of time on her own over the last year, and I think it's paid off for her. She does have just a talent for it, but she works hard to make herself better also.
York Smith with a good hit. Good up for Snowflake, and then, man, you mentioned Flake, and she has been really spot on tonight from that outside position.
She gets up so high when she hits that ball.
(21-14), Snowflake with the lead. And York Smith gonna get a kill here for the Jackets.
You know, as an outside hitter, that's a good place to aim for your kill, because that defense tends to kind of pull towards the side of the court that the hitter's at and leave that sideline open.
Sage Gillespie gets this one over, and an ace is recorded. It's a libero in the back row going diving for it, but can't come up with it. That's Ramage. Flake on the season, 202 kills coming into the contest tonight. And a block by Smith and Newman, and a deke, and heads up play that time by a fresh face into the lineup for Snowflake, Elkins.
You know, if you want a player to watch for in the future, number 6, Janessa Elkins from Snowflake is going to be one of them. She comes from a family of strong volleyball players, and she is fun to watch already.
5'5" sophomore in the game for Snowflake. And Bauer.
She's also left-handed.
Yes.
That's a huge advantage as
Talk
well.
about the advantage with the left-hander.
As a setter, they can either go up and set the ball, or that they have their strong hand to come across the swing as well.
It also means that the ball's coming straight to your hitting arm when you're on the right side of the court, instead of having to wait for it to come across your body like you do if you're right-handed.
York Smith.
Yes.
And she gets a kill. 23-17, Jackets still hanging on here, down 2-0. They are do or die here. This is lose and finish the game, or win and force another set. And an ace by York Smith. You know, York Smith, another impressive player on this Yellow Jacket team. She's certainly done a lot of work in the offseason herself to.
You know, she has such a great attitude. She's such a hard worker. She was a middle hitter last year on the varsity team, and this year they needed her on the outside, and she took that position and has done really well as an outside hitter.
Going on a little run here, York Smith. This time a double hit is the violation called against Snowflake. 23-19, Snowflake with the lead. A free ball here for the Lobos. And a pass goes into the net. That ball was a good hit by Gillespie, even though it was a free ball. She kept it low, and Ramage had a tough time passing it. York-Smith on the serve again. Up by Sage Gillespie. London takes a little off of it. Dig by Finney, and this one's going out. Block up front. And a timeout. Snowflake will take it with them. Jackets trying to claw their way back into it. Down 23-21 in set number 3. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. The Lady Lobos ahead 2-0 in this contest and up 23-21. Monica York-Smith with the serve for the Jackets. And the block up is lifted up by Olivia Smith, and Jackets get it over, and then a poor pass up front, and the Snowflake setter forced underneath the net. Caitlin Papa on the other side.
That's so frustrating for a setter. It puts her in such an impossible position of trying to find something good to do with that ball when she just really doesn't have the ability to do anything with that.
23-22, and then a miscue on the Jacket side of things, as it looks like there was a little miscommunication. They let this one hit, an easy ball, but it's game and game point here for Snowflake. And hammer it down! Happy birthday, Willis. She finishes it off with an exclamation point, and the Snowflake Lady Lobos defeat the Yellow Jackets here tonight. 3-0 in the final set. It's 25-22. We'll step away, back with our post-game comments, along with our Beeler Orthodontics straight line run of the game, our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, and our Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Sunrise Park Resort is open more days this summer and 7 days a week during July and August. New this summer is the Sunrise Zipline Tour. 6 lines of fast, zipping fun. Bring the family for scenic lift rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, a tube slide, airbag jump, climbing wall, and archery targets. Stay at the Sunrise Hotel or rent a motorboat or kayak at the Sunrise Lake Marina. Visit the general store for all your camping and fishing supplies. For specific days of operation, call 735-7669 or go to sunriseskipark.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Camden Smith along with Tammy Ellsworth, and we've replaced Devery Carlson with our with one of the best players on not only in Snowflake, not only in the 3A East region, but also in the state. Aaron Willis. Sorry, Aaron. Aaron, so talk a little bit about tonight's win. Obviously, tremendous opportunity for you guys to come in here, and you beat Blue Ridge the first time you met them at home. What was the difference in coming into tonight? Was there a different feel, or what was the confidence level of your team?
I think the first 2 games we were really up, and then the third game we kind of crashed. But they had a really good student section, and I don't know, it was nice and loud like our gym was.
Yeah, you guys kind of know what it's like to have a good student section, right? You guys have great students over there. What's your favorite part about playing at Snowflake?
Definitely the student section and the energy that's in that gym.
Let's take a look at this replay here. There's your finishing shot of the
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center.
As you were able to hammer down the final shot, what does it feel like to get one of those free balls over like that?
Really good.
You're pretty excited to see those come up?
Yeah.
Talk about your hitting. You have the highest hitting percentage in the state for all conferences, and talk a little bit about what you do to make sure that you're on sharp and can come in every game and get good hits.
Definitely lots and lots of practice. We work on hitting every day so that we're ready for the games, and the setters definitely are a big part of that.
So you are headed to state, and your position in state is not yet decided, but obviously this win helps out. What are your thoughts heading into the state playoffs?
We're all really excited, and we can't wait to play. But yeah.
Talk about some of your other teammates. Obviously, this is a team effort. You had a terrific game tonight, but there's a lot of players that behind you that have to do their job as well in order for you to do well.
Our seniors have really been stepping it up. Our setters, too, they've been doing all they can to get us really good sets. And I don't know.
That's good enough. Aaron Willis, we appreciate you taking time with us here on our postgame wrap-up show. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win. Aaron Willis from the Snowflake Lady Lobos, and Tammy, she had a terrific game tonight as we get set now to announce our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. Brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Best selection of hiking, hunting, camping, and fishing gear. You'll find it out at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Highway 260 south of Pine Top, right-hand side of the road just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. And, of course, we always make our color commentators pick out the player of the game. It's a tough job, but you get the flip of the coin tonight, and you get a chance to do it tonight.
You know, Snowflake has a lot of players that play a really consistent, strong game and are very athletic, but I think it has to go to Aaron Willis. She struggled a little bit in game 2 with some missed hits, but overall she's very consistent, and she just powers the ball and puts it away like nobody else that we saw tonight.
Well, we hats off to her. Terrific game, and we saw that final hit of the game, and that was kind of a microcosm of what she can do on the court. We welcome in head coach, Coach Ramage. Coach, talk a little bit about the contest tonight. First of all, pretty pleased with how your kids played tonight?
Yeah, you know what, for the most part, they did well. You know, we had our little moments. We knew Blue Ridge was coming out. They wanted this game. I'll tell you, Blue Ridge wanted it more than us. They really did, and I could tell. I was a little bit worried about that. In game 3, they really came through. They had us on the ropes. They really did. That was the best I've seen Blue Ridge play, and I was scared there. Had we sent that to 4, I'm not sure we would have pulled this one out. So
really,
I'm glad that Erin came in at the right time and finally had a good hit. She had a good swing to finish the game, so that was pretty good.
She did finish it off with a exclamation point there at the end. And Coach, you got a little bit of time as you head into the playoffs. Not sure where you're going to end up in the state, but obviously right now sitting 4, you're in a good position. A lot of things have to happen towards the end of this week as we see those PowerPoints shifting up and down. Any thoughts on where you'd like to be going into the playoffs?
Well, you know, I prefer being the 4 or 5 seat. 2 teams I haven't seen are Valley Christian and Fountain Hills, and so those 2 teams I have no clue. They're sitting 2 and 3. That's fine. I mean, I'll get to see them throughout the state bracket. We've seen Northwest. We've seen Safford. So sitting at a 4 bracket, that's okay. The other schools I really am going to go blind on, but we can do sometimes. But top teams, it's hard to go into a top team blindly and be able to have a real good strategy for countering their offense. They look pretty strong. There's a lot of strong teams this year.
Coach, talk about this team. It's obviously you guys have had a pretty good run this season. Perhaps not the strongest team that you've had in years past, but these kids play with a lot of heart.
They do, and they give me all they have. And, you know, in reality, I know it doesn't look like we're young, but we are young. We've got 4 seniors, and they bring a lot of things to the court, but a lot of our juniors haven't been on the stage, and this will be the first time they get to play at state, and so we're going to ask for a lot for them to step it up. And you know, I got some individuals that at times they look great and at times they look young, so we're hoping that we can put it together. You know, the good thing is we can have one good weekend and anything can happen, and that's what we're hoping for.
Just have to make sure they look great in those key moments,
Key moments, exactly right, not give away any plays, you know.
Coach, what is the key for your team's success as you head to the playoffs?
You know what? It's going to sound funny, but it's going to be all about emotions. This team doesn't show a lot of emotions. Erin, I don't know if she showed any emotions while she was talking to you. She's not an emotional girl.
Yeah, just a little bit of shyness. That was about it.
That's about her. Even when she has a big moment and has a great game, can't get much out of her. So there's a couple girls on there. I have a lot of shy girls on the team, and I need it. And so we've been working strictly on celebration. That's it. Just bringing emotion to the court, and I think that'll carry us a little bit. And so right now, that's all I care about. The rest hopefully will come. They've played enough that it's all up to them, and it's going to be, can't fix anything now, really.
Coach Alan Ramage, congratulations on the win tonight. We look forward to watching you in the playoffs.
Hey, thanks you.
Thanks a lot. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of our post-game comments when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
It's high school, Camden Smith, along with Tammy Ellsworth, and we are rejoined by Devery Carlson, who gave up her seat graciously to allow some of the Snowflake team over here to talk to us. And Devery, we talk a little bit about this contest tonight. First of all, we'll recap it for you real quick. Snowflake comes into the contest and beats Blue Ridge in the first set 25-16. They take the second set 25-14. Blue Ridge puts up a little bit of pressure in the third set and comes back and looks like they have a chance to win this the third set, but they fall 25-22 in the third set. In 3 straight sets, Snowflake takes the win tonight. Any surprises on your part as you take a look at these two teams? You've seen both of them play. What are your thoughts on the win for Snowflake tonight?
I would say it's probably well deserved in the way of them passing, and their serves were awesome. And also the hitting is also pretty consistent as well. In that third game, they fell for a little while, and their passing and everything just kind of fell apart. But they brought it back together.
Really a lot of weapons when you look at the Snowflake side of things. They just have so many players that play well. And I think, Tammy, you mentioned consistency is a huge key for them as well. As we move now to our Beeler Orthodontics straight line run of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics. And Dever, you get the chore of picking that one out for us.
I would say in the second game, Snowflake had a pretty good run. It was about a 7-point run, and it brought them up to win the game by quite a few. So.
Yeah, that little run really was a big help to Snowflake, especially you've got the first set, Tammy, and then you move into that second set and go on a quick run at the first of that second set. Kind of dashes the hopes of your opponent.
It really does. You lose that first one and you want to come out strong in the second and get that second win. You don't want to go down 2 games right off. And so to go down so many points right at the beginning, it's just really disheartening.
Absolutely. That's our Beeler Orthodontics straight line run of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics. Time now for our, where are we at? Deemer's Glass. Glass shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass. Next time you're in the market for glass for your home or your business, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call for quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. And Tammy, we give you 2 chores tonight, and there was an awful lot of big hits in this game tonight.
You know, there were some really big hits, and I thought that Ellie Flake was maybe going to pull one of the top hits out, but I think it has to go to that very last play of the game.
I think we have a replay of that. Ellie Flake putting on the exclamation point to finish the game as she got a pass. Aaron Willis, I should say, gets the pass. It goes directly to her, and the perfect swing to finish the contest with the win tonight. So not only is she our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, but she also gets our Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass. Next time you need glass for your home or business, call Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Hands down, the best place to call for quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. It's going to wrap up our broadcast. We want to say thanks to our sponsors tonight. We have a host of sponsors that make these games possible, and if you enjoy watching them on iTalk1067.com, please make sure you stop into these sponsors and tell them that you heard about them here and saw them on our live video stream at iTalk1067.com. Those sponsors tonight are Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Heber, and Show Low, Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Subway, Deemer's Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant out at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, Black Diamond Auto Glass, and Native Grill and Wings, along with our title sponsors, Show Low Ford, on the east end of the Deuce, the best place to purchase your next vehicle, whether it's a pre-owned vehicle, car, truck, van, or SUV, you will find the best place to get your vehicle is at Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce. Take their guaranteed lowest price guarantee, and you can take it to the bank at Show Low Ford. That'll wrap things up for us, and we say special thanks to our entire crew. And I never got a list of our crew, but our kids come from Show Low High School. Tonight, technical director is Shane Bobian. Audio is Isaiah Miller. Our graphics and executive producer, Stephanie Fergozo. Kyle Marler is on camera operators, James Firm and Zoe Paxson. Jimmy Maxwell, Christina Schwab, and Jerry Butler, our executive producer tonight. We say thank you to Devery Carlson and Tammy Ellsworth doing a great job tonight. We appreciate it, ladies. This is the best looking broadcast we've ever had from the scores table standpoint. I can tell you that for sure.
Well, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for asking us.
Thanks a lot, Tammy. Thank you, Devery. Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
And we have one more of our students to thank. It was Bethany Avila. Bethany Avila from Sholo High School. Once again, Snowflake wins it here tonight in 3 straight sets over the Blue Ridge Lady Jackets. And that'll wrap things up for us, for Tammy Ellsworth and Devery Carlson. I'm Camden Smith saying, come back tomorrow night. We've got Snowflake and Blue Ridge. They're going to be playing football tomorrow night. We'll have the broadcast for you here on iTalk1067.com. Until then, so long, everybody.